So unsurprisingly, given it's their best-selling board, Capita are making the Horoscope again for the 13-14 winter season. We like to think of this as kind of the Les Paul of the Capita line. It's a classic that gets a little bit updated sort of every year, but largely remains unchanged, and the reason for that is people have been loving it for so long. So this year it's got a very similar profile to last year. It's what Capita call flat kick. So essentially it's flat along most of the length of the board and then lifts up a little bit towards the tip and the tail, so your contact points are raised. Basically that means it's slightly more forgiving than a conventional camber board, which would have 4 contact points at the corners, but not quite as prone to washing out as you get with some sort of reverse camber profile shapes. So unlike most boards which have cores made of wood stringers, the Horoscope has what Capita call a WDT, a wood derived technology core, and basically what that means is they've taken wood fibres and bonded them using intense heat. And this has 2 advantages. One, it's actually cheaper than a conventional wood core to manufacture, which helps keep the price of this board down. And 2, the way those wood fibres absorb vibrations is actually different to conventional wood, which means that the core has some inherent dampening properties, which actually means this handles crud and choppy sort of slushy snow better than it might do if it had a conventional wood core. So Capita have actually put some carbon stringers in this board as well, which helps give it a little bit of extra pop. On the base they've gone for an extruded base, which isn't the fastest in the world, but it does help keep the cost of this board down. So this retails at a very reasonable 300 quid. That keeps it well within reach of your average jib kid park rat who obviously doesn't have loads to spend on a brand new snowboard. And that basically is who this board is aimed at. It's true twin, it's got a pretty soft flex, and it's really nice and playful. Once again, Capita have gone for a graphic by the British artist John O'Wood, and it's not totally dissimilar to last year's graphic, which had flesh-eating zombie women on it. This year he's gone for a similar looking girl, but rather than being a flesh-eating zombie, she's kind of a wizard or a magician. I'm guessing this has got something to do with the Horoscope name. She's got some lightning flashes coming out of her eyes and some scary ass looking tarantulas going on. So yeah, it's the same tip and tail because it's a true twin, and then they've gone for something similar with the base as well. They've got a sort of lightning flash take on the Capita logo. So it's a kind of graphic that will appeal to park rats, rail riders, the kind of people the Capita Horoscope is aimed at. I've just been riding this for a couple of runs and had a great time on it. It's not too noodly, so you can still pop a decent ollie. That'll be those carbon stringers in the core, but it's really playful and you can mess around. You can sort of spin stuff off almost nothing, and it's great on rails and stuff too. So a great park board.